All right. Hey there. Not sure if this is going to work or not. I've been having issues with my stuff lately, so hopefully if this goes up, then it'll have worked. Um, I'm going to be doing two small videos right now, and I keep looking elsewhere for my camera. Let me adjust it a little. Sorry, I'm still setting up a bit in here. Um, as you can see, which this is some of the stuff I'll be going over in other videos, but yeah, it's been quite a while since I was last on, obviously. Other than a quick live stream where I was completely muted the entire time and did not know it until it was far too late. So most likely that one's just going to get archived or deleted, which sucks, but at the same time, it's been ages since I've been on here properly. A lot has happened. Obviously, survived the Southern California fires that happened up in LA. Whole lot of stuff going on with that from the hearsay. Based off of evidence at the site, it looks like for one of them, it may have been our local power company's fault for one of the fires, at least. But that's not confirmable. I don't know, and I wasn't in the area. Thankfully, I was far enough away we didn't really have to worry. I did get a notification, but it turns out they sent it to the wrong zip codes. So we got the evacuation notice and then got it rescinded. But in the time that it took them to do that, we had basically packed everything um, in the house to be ready to go. But yeah, so we're doing fine from that. I've got some stuff that I needed to review and go over that I've been wanting to talk about since last. Let me see if I can find the card. Last October. Um, I've been going to more conventions and I've been enjoying myself, which is not a normal thing for me, for those who do know me. But I've been starting to, so either I'm mellowing out or I'm just finding the right places to go. But yeah, so new headset. The old one was starting to crap out on me, which I think might be part of the reason that I was having issues with being heard. But that old headset was nice enough. I won't sit here and say it was terrible. But I had to swap. It was solid plastic all the way around, no flexibility really. So it was pinching on my head. Um, because fat head. But anyways, I've been doing a lot. I've been getting a lot of stuff taken care of. I've left my job and gone back to school. Um, Unfortunately, the two are somewhat related as I left my job because unfortunately at the time I couldn't get a hold of scheduling properly due to a medical leave I'd taken. And then they couldn't fully talk to me until I went back. But all my shifts that they wanted me back on were in the middle of class, and that was what I was trying to talk to them about. And I'd contacted leads and managers and things like that to try to, fix the problem. Uh, to unfortunately no results, so I just decided to separate from my job at this time. Um, I'm sad about it, but it's a necessity at this time, so that's what we're going with. Um, and then I've gotten some new stuff for the streams. I'm gonna have new borders around me. For a chat box, we're gonna have its own border, and then I've got brand new be right back, offline, online, all that stuff. Um, that I'm going to be working on and hopefully talking with some of the guys in the parental advisory and parental divers that I'm in with. That's where I stream. That's what I streamed with last time. We were trying to stream share, but I'm currently running on Streamlabs OBS right now. I have the regular OBS through Steam at the moment that I need to learn how to do, and I'm hoping that No Leaf on the group, who's the main guy behind Parental Divers right now. I'm hoping he'll be able to help me with that when he has time, but I know he's busy with work. Uh, excuse me, sorry. Um, We've been kicking up a lot of dust over here. We've had some strong winds and rains lately where I'm at. Yeah. I know I've talked in the past about being in a tank club. I've got another event coming up that the club has been invited back to, and we're really looking forward to it. I've started turning my tanks into movie tanks or pop culture tanks in general. I was calling them movies at first, but it's expanded beyond that now. So we have movies, we have TV shows, um, video games, things like that we've got all set up and ready to go. Um, yeah, I figured it's about time for me to hop back on here and kind of get started again. Other than just the amiibo videos, which I I mean they're not a problem. I'm enjoying doing those. I've got 3 more that need to be filmed on my desk. One, two, three, four, 5 that need to be trained on the back there. Um, just in front of that little green box that's right at the edge of my finger, even though I'm pointing elsewhere. But this green box right here, the 5 of them are like right. Actually, I think you can see Meta Knight right there, just barely. There's a few more that I want to get just to deal with needs, because like I have 2 Byleth amiibos, one to be male, one to be female. I have the same thing for the Corns, even though they have male female automatically. Um, I've gotten an extra Wario, and a few others, but I need to get because I have this little Mac, and I think this one is hood on. I need to get the wireframe one, and then another one for standard. Um, and then I need another Ike for because I think I have the current Ike in the beefed up older version. I need one for the younger version. Um, and a few things like that. So I've got all that going on. Trying to figure that out. Trying to do the tanks. Trying to do my college classes. And then loosely looking for another job just because money's important and good. If not, I'm not super worried right now because I'm in a decent enough place to be able to do things. Because I know in some of my previous videos I've also talked about my current mental health struggles, and I'm in an okay place right now. I'm not as good as I could be, but I'm not as bad as I could be. Um, so yeah, if everything goes well and this works and gets up, which you'll see it up if it does, um, my plan is to God, I cannot think of words right now. My plan is to possibly go live later on, and I'm gonna work on one of the tanks for my club event. Actually, it's behind me right now. You can see the controller over this shoulder. It's not like a lot of the other ones where it can do the infrared battling, but it's a nice little display one. Um, yeah, we did debut one, and it there's a picture of it on my Instagram. My what would I call that? My streaming Instagram, I guess you would say. Let me load that up. I'm actually gonna pull it up and add that to the screen. I just need to switch. Oh my word. Um, a lot of my equipment is breaking down on me, unfortunately. Uh, and I'm not super. Oh, I didn't post it. No, only my miniatures are on here. Okay, so I'll pull it up later or something. Um, Need to edit the profile anyways because it's got a name change. Uh, anyways, um, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the tanks. So we debuted one and bought a puppy in the same week. Don't mind my Roku TV. I had it on Spotify. Um, just while I'm in between getting this filming done. I've been using that a lot more than iTunes lately. But anyways, yeah. So we debuted one of the tanks there, and it was a Ghostbusters tank. And while we were there with that one and finishing another one, which since it's been seen mostly assembled, I can talk about it a little bit. It's the Back to the Future DeLorean. I did that one as my Stug 3, or my Stug 3 is the DeLorean, I should say, and then my T-34 is Ecto 1. But the Ecto 1 actually got some pictures with the Ghostbusters fan club Ecto. I drove it over, like I actually had the controller in hand, drove it over, did some turret rotation, adjusted angles, and then took some pictures. The Ghostbusters Club out there took some pictures. So shout out to the Riverside area Ghostbusters, which I think I follow only on my main one. Um, for Instagram, I should add that to this one since that's connected. Anyways, I'm probably going to do some recording for that. I'm going to be out in Chino, California at the Planes of Fame Museum on the 3rd and 4th of May. And I'm going to be with the club, and the T-34 Ecto will be there, along with the Back to the Future DeLorean, the tank that is, it's behind me, and I'm big, so I act like a wall, but it'll be up here if I go live today. Um, the that one will be there. The DeLorean will be there, um, as well as 4 more. So I'll have a total of 7 pop culture tanks there. I'm gonna have 1 regular tank. I'm very excited for this Planes of Fame event. We did it last year as well. I think I talked about that on here. Um, but we did it then as well. On site at that museum, they actually have a M4 Sherman, and this year it looks like they're trying to get an M1 Abrams in. Both of which would be operational, excuse me. But both of which would be operating and operational. So the idea is that we're going to bring, I'm going to bring obviously all my pop culture tanks because that's what sets my tanks apart from everybody else's. Everybody else does a lot of like super high detailed historical photo accuracy. Uh, you know, Tigers, Pershings, Shermans, etc. Um, and um, I was wanting to do that, and then I looked at it and I was like, well, all I can do to make it more mine is a custom name. So then I eventually settled on making it custom, making ones from pop culture, mainly focusing on things that have affected my life. In one way or another, something I shared with family or friends or anything like that. So those will be coming up, which includes an M1A1 A2 Abrams uh, for one of the pop culture vehicles. The Sherman is not ready yet for its pop culture reskin, so to speak. We do have an idea for it because we made sure to make a journal for everything. I don't know why I'm trying to open it up and read it off. It's supposed to be a surprise until it's done. Um, but that one will be going up all the same as the Lady Lynn. That's what I have her as right now. And yeah, so lot of other changes coming up. This desk that you're seeing right here with this piece, this whole thing is going to change. I'm going to end up being against the wall over here where this mini fridge is. I'm going to end up being over there with those blinds near me. My fourth monitor here is going to end up being on this side because I'm not removing it from the wall. So instead of seeing this little tray here, there will be on this side a full like arm swing out. I'll have a better chair because this one's been messing with my back and scraping up the floor. But yeah, so a lot of stuff going on. Some disappointment, which I mean, I guess I can ask you guys here now. I think I'm gonna go for it, but just in case, I have these gold, silver, crystal, red, blue, yellow, and green. Um, and I plan on playing them for the channel. I just got some equipment that should, in theory, which I might test on stream later on today. It should, in theory, allow me to stream it. I tried to do it through my Epilogue operator, which I've played off of for you guys before. I did that for my Robopon playthrough, which I've got to definitely finish still. I just got to find where I put the cartridge. I think it might be in the garage. But, oh no, here it is. Heh Robopon. Sure you guys remember that one at least a little bit. But yeah, it works for that one, and it works for some of the other like modded versions of games that I have, such as if I could find it. Oh, there's both Robopons here. I'm sitting pretty on Robopon. Here it is. This one, Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokéduel. It reads as a Fire Red, but plays Pokemon style, but you have Yu-Gi-Oh! Monsters. There's another one I'm getting that's similar, but it's Digimon instead of Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon. But you're still playing through the kind of like Fire Red thing. Um, and I have a bunch of other games. One thing I haven't tested, but I don't think it'll work, is it has to do with this, which once again I'll go over in a later video. It has its own. That was weird. I apologize. Um, for some reason, my headset just turned itself off, and I have no idea why. Um, yeah, battery's at 90, so that's good. So I muted myself just then. I have no idea why. I grabbed this just in case it needs a charge. I'm probably going to charge it after I'm done with this. But that was really weird that it just cut out like that. The reason I'm not using my camera's microphone for this, even though it's just me and you audience members, um, is because for some reason, if I have this microphone running, sorry, I don't mean to stick my finger up, but the microphone attached to the camera, did it again, um, it doesn't it echoes it into the speakers. Actually, I think it's specifically the speakers that are doing it. For some reason, it doubles through, and then that carries my voice twice. My voice is annoying enough once, according to several people that I know. So I can only imagine how it would hear to have me be like, "Hello, hello, how are you, you?" So on and so forth. Um, but yeah, I'm working on getting new notifications and everything for this as well. But back onto the stuff for this. For some reason, the thing won't read it properly. It errors out, and then actually, I could do that part right now in front of you guys, so I could show you what I'm talking about. So most likely, I'm going to be running this if this works. I'm going to run it through to my capture card. And that should. What is it doing? There we go. Apologies. Ah! Oh no. There we go. Sorry about that. Um, so this is just to show my red version. I know it's an unofficial cartridge. I'm well aware of that. But when the official cartridges cost more than I make in a month, gotta make do with what you got, right? So, just to demonstrate the issue I'm having. Oh, it's not gonna pop up that little thing. Okay, then let me go to the capture settings. There we go. That's the full screen. That's what I keep getting. Actually, that's not what I keep getting. There we go. Let's try that again. What I usually get Now we're getting even weirder things. And I wish it would stop shrinking my screen. Let's try the blue version. It's blue now. Start. Alright, so now it's just not recognizing anything, which is a whole new problem. But anyways, usually what I get is that it goes, oh, it's a errored out cartridge, we can't read it properly, so on and so forth. Ah, now it says rewritable. That's new. There it is. Integrity check failed. So the reason for this, the reason why this is really a thing, uh, is because that is really Let me turn that down. Holy moly. There we go. I forgot. Oh yeah, perfect. Okay. It's not loading. Love that music. Not the right time. So you see it's not loading. It won't save and it won't load. If it does load, it loads a little bit, and then when you go to save, it locks itself down. So, oh, that's cool. I didn't even notice that. Oh god, no. So yeah, I can't. Oh, there it goes. I'm pushing the wrong buttons. Alright, let's unmute that. I just realized that's probably louder for me than it is you because of how high I had my headphones. Okay. So this is where I'm having issues. Right there. You can barely hear that high-pitched whine, right? That's why I can't play the games through this. Which hurts. Because that's how I wanted to do it. I got this just for doing this. Now, granted, like I said, it works with other cartridges. It's working with other things. But not these ones. And this was the main reason I got it. So once again, PokéDuel, Yu-Gi-Oh style. Reads as fire red. Gotta let it do its loading. Yeah, so far this one's worked because I get this whole fire, the fire red logo, the name, all that stuff. The other ones don't read as anything, and I've got a bunch that I want to play. I have those official ones, but I've also got some unofficial ones, some fan games. Pokemon Team Rocket. Oh, Team Rocket. Wasteland. Brown version. Creepy Black. Grape version, I believe it is. And then I have 93. Oop. That was close. And there it goes. Oh, that's not normal. And this one, which is 93 Reforged. Okay, so I've never had it do that for this one before, but I think it's now like this program is rejecting any fan-made cartridges, because look at that, it's not even loading. Alright, that is absolutely new to me. I guess the best way to test now is to take this one out, find one of my official games, just to make sure. Let's see if this does it, because if this says it too, then it's my emulator down there. Because I cannot play Game Boy Advance games at all on here. With this, I can play Game Boy and Game Boy Color and Game Boy Pocket. Um, with another Game Boy that I have that I'm also going to be doing a comparative with on here. I can also play uh, the Game Boy and Game Boy Color and Game Boy Pocket games. However, I don't have. Works perfectly fine. So it only works for the officials now, which I'm going to message Epilogue about that and see what's going on, because that's a pretty big deal for me that I can't do that. Granted, I'm just me, so it's not super big, but I know now, which means I'm gonna probably leave it. I gotta figure out which version of Robopon I played, because it was either Cross or Ring, because I couldn't find my Game Boy Color for Robopon game. I think it was. I don't remember. I'm gonna have to double check. Um, yeah, that means that I also can't play Fire Red, Leaf Green, Ruby, Sapphire, or Emerald that I actually have, because they're not official. So, just one last test while I'm talking. I apologize that this got this weird. This is something I meant to do on live stream, but I was just thinking about it. So, but anyways, um, so yeah, I'm gonna have to figure that out. Just as a heads up, I think some of my old videos have it. I'm gonna have to re-go to the website and get it. I do work with Dubby Energy Drink. Yes, I drink G Fuel as well, but I also do drink from Dubby. I'm sponsored by Dubby. I got accepted into their program ages ago. Like I said, it's on there. I haven't ordered it in ages, so any of the Dubby people out there that watch my videos, my apologies. It's just been there's been a lot going on, and G Fuel has been at the cons that I've been at recently, along with another group. I would love to see Dubby out there, as well as the Mod Retro people. Yeah, see, same thing. So now, just quickly go through it. Excuse me. Just gonna kind of speed through this, not worry about a like proper playthrough thing. Um, this is always my solution for quick runs. So let's see if this one works, because if this one doesn't have that problem, with the the whole saving thing, um, then we're golden. Been too far. Let's see. Because one of my games did do the saving, it kept the music, and then it just kept running like this. Just locked into the saving thing. So it looks like it most likely won't. I'm going to check one of the sales groups I have that did have an HDMI port available on their remade consoles, which once again I'll be talking about them, because they made me a really cool one. Yeah, because it shouldn't take this long to save. No time, no badges, no Pokemon. So it's glitched again, unfortunately. But that's okay. I don't think that that's what affected my other one, the yellow playthrough. I think that one was just a bad battery because it wasn't saving on Game Boys either. So that version is in retirement, so to speak. I have a drawer in my back full of the games that I love but no longer work. They're old, outdated, non-functioning, and it hurts to think about, but it is a thing. I have some more unofficial games coming in to be able to play, assuming that my fix works. We have Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, Fire Red, and Leaf Green um, to do it. But anyways, just getting back, because I've gone through so much stuff. I'm going to I mean, I'll talk about it right now. For Switch 2, I'm planning on getting one through their pre-order system since I've been Nintendo Switch Online for ages. Um, let's swap back to this one. There we go. I want to do another quick shout out to Zorkor, who's worked with me for I think it's a little over a year now. I missed a live of his because of classes and work, are dealing with work, I should say, because I wasn't on site, unfortunately, uh, to fix all the problems. But I missed a live of his. Uh, still working on everything, trying to figure things out, and I plan fully on continuing things. Um, sorry about that. Just easily distracted right now because my brain's a little everywhere. Um, but oh, look, now you can see it if I put my arm down and lean back. That's the tank I'll be working on live today. Um, but yeah, I'm kind of diving hardcore into the Pokemon theming now. Um, Probably gonna leave the Dream Engineer name up for everything else. Um, and the Dream Station, I think it is, on Twitch. Uh, Let me see. Probably gonna add the links for those in there. But anyways, I'll do that after this. Uh, Shoot. See this ADHD and autism problems. I get so easily distracted, especially when I'm stressed. But like I said, I am doing better. I know I'm saying I'm stressed right now. I'm stressed, but it's normal stress, school stress, dealing with life and family stress. Um, but I'm doing all right, I promise. But yeah, shout out to Zorkor. Um, Sorry for missing your live, my dude. I know you said you were getting the Mario clock as well. If you were gonna want to post a thing about that, uh, but I'm planning on doing a few things that I think are in line with some things you were talking about with other people. Um, so I mean, feel free to tag me on it if I do something similar to you. Um, and then yeah, just I hope everybody enjoys the amiibo videos for Smash. Once those last six, I keep saying five, but it's six are done, I'll probably start the tournament. If I get any more of the ones between then and now that I'm missing, they'll just get trained while the tournament's running. If they make it in time to be a part of the tournament, great. If not, next tournament. I know I have their videos all promoed. I know you guys know that watching them all, you know who's going to win because I only put it up with them winning a match. But some of the fights are admittedly like disappointingly short, and other ones are just back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. I did note that Gordon, his video just goes on and on and on and on. So I might have to reshoot his because the original file is destroyed right now. Um, and then there's another one. One of my links, I think it was Twilight Link. I'll double check for sure, but one of my links has some major glitch outs in the middle of the fight to where he's like down here, and then all of a sudden he's up here with one less life, and his opponent has two less lives, and I'm like, holy moly, what's going on? So I'm gonna have to redo that one. And then one of them, I cut the right side perfectly, forgot to cut the left in my editor, so I kind of messed that up. I'm trying to find someone to help me edit my videos, just to make sure that I don't mess everything up. But right now I'm a one person operation. Oh, that's on this side. Um, I'm a one person operation trying to do all this. I'm running two switches at once. One up here to do training, this one to do filming, which this one is mine. That one's my partners. But it's been a lot, and we've been running almost non-stop since before the first video of Smash Bros tournaments. I'm going to be redoing that intro video, redoing the rules and stuff. Plus, I took that one on my phone in my car after a work shift 2 years ago now when I was in the kitchens at that job. And yeah, it's really outdated information. I've rethought a lot since then, so it just makes sense. Ow, to do that. Gotta make sure that one's separate now. And then yeah, I mean, there's a lot to go over. I'll probably make more specialized videos, but we'll see what happens. And yeah, I'll make some extra videos and for to go up today, tomorrow, and then if everything's working nice, I might do a quick live operating, not operating, fixing up, stylizing, and doing some minor work on that tank right there. So yeah, see you guys on the next one.